We are trying to offer an opportunity to call, and it's those children that don't have any previous background knowledge of music that we need to make sure we need to connect to as much as anyone else, because they've all got the right and entitlement, A, to a music education, which is still statutory by law, and B, the opportunity, if they've got the will.
Yo guys, Tyrell Peters. I'm just making a film for our Wired4Music 10th anniversary. I've been interning here for about 3 months now, I think. It's been great, and they just commissioned me to make the film. And it's a bit mad, I can't lie, it's a bit mad because I've got a limited amount of time, very limited, but I'm gonna try and make it work. In a minute, I've got a meeting with Liz and everyone for Youth Voice Week, and essentially I'm just gonna be filming stuff across the week because it's really packed and exciting, but also quite fast right now. A lot's happening. This is the 10th anniversary, so you know we're just trying to do the best we can to give an insight into what's been going on in Wired4Music. It's been really, really exciting, very life-changing and impactful, and there's been some great stories out of it. So I'm hoping that ultimately I can just capture at least 4 stories that really kind of encapsulate the meaning of Wired4Music. And I guess the secret 5th story would just be me, because I was a member myself as a vocalist and hip hop artist, and now I'm working here trying to help out and give back to that community. So hopefully things go well.
Is there anything anyone wants to talk through or clarify?
Yeah, when all the rules are basically lifted downwards, when are we all going to meet up?
That's a good idea.
That would be really lovely, wouldn't it?
Because I remember I met you when we had the kind of listening party, so something like that would be quite good.
Oh yeah. That was ages ago now.
Yeah, very like it was last year, wasn't it, or the year before?
Yeah, I think it was even slightly more than last year.
Me and Jasmine are going to be talking to 4 young people to find out about their experiences with Wired4Music. Up until 2020, the organisation has seen over 6,961 young people attain membership with the organisation. Amongst them, over 60% of young people come from areas of social deprivation and minority backgrounds.
During this lockdown, it's like I was feeling it. Then I just thought, you know what? I put my foot down. I just said, nope. I'm being productive again. So I decided, you know what? I'm gonna go twice as hard than how before I was in lockdown, and then from there I just been proper at it.
I'm so glad that you're still making music, and I'm glad that also you're doing are you doing the steering advisor stuff with Abby as well?
Yeah, I am.
Like if you need anything from me, I'll definitely link you guys up.
My name is Redsman 90. Some people, so I call myself Redsman 94, but I call myself Redsman. But I'm also known as RM 94.
What have you been doing so far within Wired4Music? So do you want to give us an intro to how you got started with Wired and all of the different programs? Because I know you've done a lot of different things with us over the last year.
Oh man, where do we start? Okay, cool. So I started with Wired4Music is basically, I knew about this for a long time actually. But the thing is, I just been procrastinating it because I just did. So I felt like it was coming towards the end of 2018. So I thought, you know what, I'm actually gonna take Wired4Music seriously. So come fast forward to 2019 now, last year, I actually got involved with Wired4Music, and I went to one of the first drop-ins. This was in January. So then, so then obviously I got told about the Generate, and I got told about many other things as well.
My name's Rochelle. I go by RFM, Rush from Mars, and I'm a DJ and producer. I started in 2017, and I think I joined Wired in maybe early 2018, I think, or late 2017. I didn't say, I think I got an email, but it was like in my junk or something like that. Like, it wasn't a main thing, but I was like, oh, this looks interesting. They had an event at the Roundhouse. And since that day, I think, yeah, I've literally just been in Wired.
I was just hungry to just promote my EP, the name called RJ. So I just attending these drop-ins, and obviously as I'm attending these drop-ins, I'm growing and I'm learning over time, and whatever opportunities came my way, I just took it. Remember, for example, the Generate. Like, honestly, I didn't even think that I'll get into Generate because the competition was quite tight. So when I got it, I was very surprised. So with my Generate project, obviously I shot a video to one of my songs called "It Doesn't Matter" in my EP. The name's RJ, and how I got involved with that is just basically like I had a budget. I think I had a budget just under £400 to do the video.
The Generate program, I've enjoyed it. Obviously, I think lockdown really tried to, dampen it, but I've enjoyed having this time to really think about, sit and plan what I'm trying to do in life, like for the next year. And so it's allowed me to really sit and focus on what I can do, and having the funding and the guidance to be able to sit and do that has been very useful.
So originally I was supposed to do like a short film, but I wasn't able to do the short film because the budget was small. So I had to scrap my plans and just come up with a new video, just a complete new video and everything. And I came up with the storyline and the storyboard within under a few days. So something that it took me weeks to do, I had to scrap it and I had to come up with something within a short period of time, within like 4 days.
What did you like? What do you feel that you learned through Generate, like different skills?
And yeah, just like initiative, just know that you have to have like an alternative in everything you do, and you gotta learn how to use your budget like quite wisely. You gotta go for your gut feeling, innit? Like if your gut feeling tells you to just do it, just do it really. Because with me, I was in a tough spot.
First, I think the fact that I've been able to be on all of these different aspects of Wired and Sound Connections has been very, like, I really appreciate it, because again, like, it's seeing more than what was in front of me before. Do you know what I mean?
So my career option has just been quite like educational in a sense. I wouldn't say music was kind of, music was never really or like in the plan at first. So what happened was that I went to uni, and like after I left, I was kind of in a place of like, what do I want to do, if that makes sense? So at that time I was just applying for jobs, and then I saw an opportunity with Sound Connection as a co-facilitator. So I applied for it. I didn't get it. But Sound Connections kind of, one of the interviewers sent me an email, said, unfortunately you didn't get it, but I really liked like you, and said how much you saw potential in me, and he said, could you kind of continue to do this role as a freelancing role. But it's like, even, I don't want to keep on jumping, but at that time I always had a passion for music, but I didn't know really what to do with it as well. So when it comes to like that co-facilitator role, it was like, okay, this is into music, something I'm quite interested into. Let me just give it a go. So from then on, like I went into training with Sound Connections, and at that period in my life where I was just kind of like in this position where I have a passion for music, but I don't know what I want to get into it, if that makes sense. So so during that, I used to kind of speak to young people about opportunities into music and all that kind of stuff. And then Sound Connection just showed me other opportunities. So being being a producer, for instance, like events, and if I want to come in and speak. So it was definitely like a good opportunity for me to kind of go into different pockets into music. Right now I work in schools. I work one-to-one with with like special needs children in schools. But I'll say that I remember when and I just love the way Sound Connections even helped out with like even outside of just music, because I remember when I had a word with Jen. I don't know if you met Jen. And Jen and we had like she was helping out with we just had like kind of a meeting in a sense, yeah. And she was just helping. She kind of planned out all the things I was doing and broke down what I could do, what I can't do. And I feel like with that alone, like they've kind of been so helpful and beneficial in every part of my journey, whether music and even outside of it as well.
So I'd say it's got to be at least probably about 4.5 years. I'd say it's got to be around that time. It must have been around, because it was 2016. I think I joined. Yeah, it would have been 2016. I joined Wired. I think the first. Trying to think. I think one of the first ones definitely was Springboard Live with the Dem and all the other Wired members involved on that. I'm pretty sure that was the first one I was involved in.
Yeah, no, that was quite a big event, because we were hosting. I think it was like a headline event for Adem, who used to do my job. He created, like,
That's
as
right.
producers together, we all created like a massive event in Roundhouse.
I feel like there's been so much. I've been involved in so much. It's hard to really remember. I remember there's some sort of like short little clip of an interview of me somewhere on Wired on YouTube somewhere. I think it's from that event.
So I'm Henry, I'm a Wired4Music member. Today I co-facilitated a session with a number of people from different organisations and youth programmes. So we talked about the different schemes that run in London and how Wired4Music can partner with other different youth organisations to make a better network of young people, a better music network.
Alright, so everyone's in lockdown, no one can really leave and go to physical spaces. According to Youth Music's report, organisations are coping with the situation. 86% are dealing with substantially less young people than what they're used to. We have this thing called Zoom booming, which has occurred, where most organisations and offices and businesses are downloading this app called Zoom. Everyone's chatting on that and using that for everything between business meetings, personal conversations with family, all sorts of stuff. And I think it's led to kind of disenfranchisement with video calls in general. So what Wired4Music's done is they've made video calling less boring. No longer is it a thing where young people have to deal with going on Zoom to chat to the family, then going on Zoom to do this and do that. Now, Wired4Music is innovating and finding new ways of using digital technology to kind of reach people. So we're doing Instagram live sessions where we can take over the Instagram account and kind of engage with people that way. We've downloaded this app called StreamYard where we can like do more unique type of live streams rather than just going on a Zoom call and everyone's there feeling kind of, you know, bored of the same old. We're doing it a little differently. I'm here doing editing, video editing. We've got different people in the team doing different things digitally to make our engagement with people a lot better. And I think that's where we're going to be going with this whole lockdown thing going forward. Just improving on that and making it a lot better than ever before. Yeah.
How did you find, because I know that you did last year, the producers to produce the event for Wired Presents 2020. Like, do you want to tell us a little bit about that and how it went?
Oh, that went.
I love that. That's probably my most favourite project that I've worked on so far. Because I had no idea about it in terms of like co-production and stuff. And so I think it was always something I had an interest in. So yeah, it was daunting at first because there was so many of us. but I feel like I found my place quite quickly, and then was able to, you know, run with that and then learn from that. Every day was just a new thing to learn from, I think.
So obviously I never produced an event before. So this was something that was kind of out of my comfort zone. So to produce an event. So obviously going to the Battersea Centre. When I went there, I was like, I didn't even know this area. I was like, where am I? I was bare lost here. But in terms of the experience, yeah, it was a good experience. Like, again, I networked that. I feel like that was like the most busiest event where I networked a lot of people.
It was a call out to produce the Wired Presents 2020 event that happened. It was a call out to produce the Wired Presents 2020 event that happened. I responded to it at work, which I'm genuinely so thankful I did now. Because at first I thought I'd be too busy to be able to take part. But anyways, yeah, so I responded to it, and I guess I just like write a bit about what interests you about co-producing, something like that. Like it wasn't too hard to apply to. I think you just need to really express your interest.
I really hate applications like, why do you need my date of birth again? You know? And we try not to be too invasive, but it's nice to hear it from your side, because sometimes we can kind of guess what people like and don't like. But yeah.
I had like an interview with to be one of the advisors for Wired4Music with Phil, and I remember, even though I didn't get it, I could see how much like they gave me my feedback, and it was really, and when I saw that feedback, I was so grateful for it, because it taught me what I should do for the interview. It was the trustee, actually. I remember it was for the trustee. It was for the trustee. Even though I didn't get it, I could see all like the bullet points of what I need to improve on, what I come for next time when I do have another interview. So yeah, it's like it's all about going beyond and beyond, even though they don't need to. That's one thing I can definitely say.
I remember myself just thinking, yeah, 2020 is gonna be like a good year. This kind of like kicked off like a good year 2020, especially where I just turned 26 not long ago. So it's like, yeah.
I'll definitely say being like a producer, because I remember they had an event in the Roundhouse, so I was part of like being a producer. So they had an event, so more of like an open mic. So it was kind of coming there early, organizing the event, and just seeing different artists, and it was just fun. Like that was definitely like my funnest, like, kind of definitely that for me. That was so fun doing that. Yeah. What was so good was just more of like kind of bringing structure to the day and telling people what. Yeah. So that's from what I remember from the day.
And Henry, did you do Generate, the Generate program?
No, I did, but I was part of like the kind of the judges for it as well. So we were there trying to like, because I know there was a group of people who came in that day who wanted a sum of money for their music projects.
The first part of the application process, sorry, to bring it back, was obviously you submit your idea, you then go into a group session where you then like sort of pitch your idea, I guess, to the other Wired members and a couple of and then I believe after that, then they sort of pick the ones that they, at the time, they think is best suited, perhaps.
And I remember what we had to do was kind of like judge what they presented to us and why they needed a sum of money. So we had to look at the good, the bad.
Or is it a stage where it can actually, they can execute the project as soon as possible? Yeah, so after receiving that, I then went on to the next part, which was sort of sourcing out like the venue, the different venues I was going to have it at. So I had two shows that ran across two different venues, one in Hackney and one in Clapham.
It was definitely an intense day, because you're kind of picking your brains and definitely because with the different people who were kind of judging as well, is that also this person might like this idea more than others, so it's kind of coming in a mutual agreement.
And I think in the end there was about 12 or 15 artists involved in the whole project. So yeah, that was definitely an amazing kind of experience. And so like each show was meant to be video, and that was kind of the concept as well. So each artist would get like a live kind of show reel, I guess, of each show. So I remember on the last minute, like the day before one of the events, the videographer got sick or something and couldn't do it anymore. So I had to kind of like rush to find someone else to do it, which luckily a friend kind of stepped in. So it wasn't too, I think from my experience, I think it was quite a lucky and quite a smooth kind of transition, and like it went quite smooth, I think. So I was kind of lucky in that sense. I think there wasn't too many challenges, you know. But that was probably one of the main ones that kind of stood out, I guess, for me.
Yeah, so let's move on to this when you and Redler represented us at South Bank, because that was so cool. I'm so glad that you guys could do that.
So that was mainly about we went to from what I remember, was it was like near Waterloo. Is it South Bank?
South Bank.
South Bank. Yeah, it was about South Bank and talking about like opportunities, about like music opportunities. So me and Redler, we spoke about sound connections, the opportunities that arise with it, and it was actually so good because we saw like young people and different people saying that like they're interested into it, and it was even interesting getting Redler to kind of talk about his experiences and just learning from his stories as well, because when you kind of in being sound connection, Wired4Music, I've met so many different people, and it's so like I loved how sound Wired4Music's helped different people with their different journeys as well. And speaking to him, you can see how much like sound connection and Wired4Music has been so beneficial to him, and it was definitely, and you can see a lot of people kind of grew to his story as well during that time.
Honestly, like if you're someone that has a hard time like expressing yourself, then this is a place for you to just be yourself and express yourself, because no one's not judgmental, basically. So I feel like from there, this is where you learn to grow, innit? Because no one's not judgmental. If anything, everyone's supportive. Every time I go to Wired, I ain't gonna lie, like 80% of the time, when I enter the room, I'm annoyed. When I leave the room, I'm happy because I just get to be myself.
What advice would you give to a young person wondering whether they should join Wired4Music?
I'd say you definitely would not regret it. Inquire, drop into a session. Because I think that's how I started as well. It was a drop-in session that they did like every Thursday. Like you're building a network regardless. So just inquire if you have any type of music inquiries or advice, or you just want to meet new people that are on the same journey as you, then Wired4Music is like your best bet. You know,
the fact that you kind of see like Wired4Music as like your base, like somewhere that you can always come back to kind of get advice or to get involved in different things is really great. And
yeah, I think it's important to use that because it's not a thing. I don't know, it just seems quite abnormal in the times that we're in to have like this free hub of people that are just willing to help and support you and like provide opportunities here, there and everywhere.
I think that's one thing as well. It's so like amazing about Wired is they've got a space that you can. I don't think I didn't probably use it as much as I probably could have or should have, but like there's always that kind of space to go. Oh, on whatever day it is or any day. I think you can go on any day. Is it? I'm not sure. Pretty much.
Yeah, mostly most days we could have.
Which is super nice to have that. This is kind of, I think it gives people a kind of sense of belonging. I think not only helps like the growth, like the professional growth, but kind of, you know, the mental health side of things as well. Because when you're moving to a new city or new country, it can often be quite overwhelming. So I think having a platform and an organisation that's so open to be able to just join, you know, without kind of having lots of restrictions or lots of kind of applications and things to get involved, I think it's awesome. So I hope that answers kind of your question.
No, it's really useful.
Well, how would you describe the ethos of Wired4Music? What does it mean to you?
It's an organisation that goes beyond and beyond for them, and it's something that definitely that is very open to tell you about opportunities and always helpful, like always there to help and support them in whatever they want to do. And I've definitely seen it from my own experience, and definitely speaking to like Wired4Music members as well. And it's like, it definitely helps you more in skills that even without music, like transferable skills as well. Like, for instance, I learned so much about being like, I've met so many different, it's helped me definitely with networking through like networking. I've met like I learned so much about networking skills through Wired4Music. I learned so much about music opportunities, different parts of the music industry, and through Wired4Music, like people skills and music opportunities that they keep on plugging into. They keep on plugging into you from, even just from seeing it from the website as well. If you want someone to kind of listen to your music or help, they're always there. Especially, so I'll definitely say that is one of many things of why young people need to get involved with Wired4Music.
And that's it. That was our Wired4Music 10th anniversary video. We're very, very happy with how that turned out. We spoke to 4 amazing young people about their experience with Wired4Music so far, what they're up to now. They're all doing amazing things going forward. And I guess it really just shows the impact you can make on people when you just take the time and, you know, deliver great bespoke experiences. I'm really proud of Wired4Music so far and Sound Connections, and I hope that we get another 10, 20, 30, 40, endless amount of years with the organisation. I've been T. Peters. Hope you enjoyed the film I've just produced for you. Yeah, I hope to see you around.
We believe music is something everyone should enjoy.
Music is about expression, talent,
passion, performance,
feeling, opportunities.
We engage in music everywhere.
Out with friends or at home.
At venues, clubs, bars.
In college or on stage.
Wired4Music is a collective of young people
creating and engaging with music across London.
We are the go-to hub for music information.
And we consult on musical strategies with important decision makers.
It's a platform where you can engage with others,
get your opinions heard,
access new opportunities,
and influence the way that music is experienced.
We are a diverse family of young talented people, all Wired4Music.
Whatever excites you about music, you'll find an opportunity to explore it.
From events management to design, from politics to performance.
Whatever skill or talent that you've got.
Whether it's up on stage or behind the scenes.
If you want to push it out there, or bring your ideas to life,
Wired4Music is the place for you.
And if you're looking for a job, then this can help you get the experience you need.
Whatever you want to bring to it, you can bring to it.
So if you want a brighter future,